Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs. Welcome back to Decidedly Vanilla, episode 38 here. We're online on the 5th choice server with the traitor's low EXP. Well, he's not really a traitor, he just appears to have left a bunch of weird stuff in Paige's house and disappeared into the wastelands with my pig. So, he's not in my good books right now, but there we go. I'm not going to try and pursue him, mainly because I know a few people who are slightly more skilled at pursuit than I am are on his heels. Specifically, Paige has gone and tried to find him in her latest video and has had moderate success with, exploring that local area. I think she's probably fairly close to where he is, but she's enlisted B-Ran's help to track him down. So I'm hoping that the two of them together will be able to cooperate and return Pixlriffs to me safely. But I'm not good at confrontation. I'm a builder, not a PvPer. So when it comes to tracking down Zlo, I have a feeling I would probably not be the best person to do it. So I'm going to leave matters in their capable hands and return to the Nameless Ruin today. And we're going to start a couple of projects here. Like I mentioned in my last episode from the Ruin, my big plan is to build a giant structure out here somewhere. And I'm not entirely sure how I best want to approach this because, oh hi, pig thief. Anyway, I've got a lily pad pathway kind of leading out over here so I can observe the progress from above, and I was trying to do something fancy with the lily pads because I didn't want them just to look like they were in a totally straight line, so I was trying to do a thing where you could kind of weave around, and it works to a certain extent, but I keep falling through it. Yeah, you will regret a lot when B-Ran and Paige catch up to you. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to build a giant kind of church kind of structure in here. I need to do a lot of clearing out down here. I need to do a bit of, I think that's mainly gravel down there. It all seems to be gravel. Hopefully there'll be some clay down there as well, because I really want to work with some clay. And yeah, generally speaking, I have a decent idea of what I want to build. I'm going to do some stuff in creative off camera to see if I can get the structure of it planned out. But this is going to be prep work episode. Basically, this is going to be me kind of preparing things. And we have a few things I can chat to you about. So I'm going to stash all of my stuff in here for now. And then I'm going to head over the hill past the temple. And, oh, there's a couple of things I could probably take out of this chest, actually, thinking about it. Let's take the zombie flesh out, won't need that. So I can just stash some of the stone away. I'm pretty sure somewhere I have seen somebody calculate the amount of stone that a Minecraft character can actually carry, like the weight of it. If you had 64 stacks of cobblestone, then it would come to like a ridiculous amount of weight. So we're all incredibly strong. Anyway, or we all use that hammer space dimension to store all of our stuff in tiny bags. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to go and grab some vines is the plan for today, although I might actually quickly head over to my ender chest and get a bit more iron because I will need a new set of shears. This set of shears only has, yeah, like 30 durability left on it, so we'll need to grab some vines because I want to make a ton of moss stone, mossy cobblestone, and I don't really have an efficient vine farm. It's kind of, they're growing over the library a little bit, but I want to head over to the swamp and farm some vines from there because that's going to be a lot easier to do things in bulk. And I really like the way the vines have grown over the library now. They're not spreading too far from what I can tell, which is ideal, really. I think I've put enough texture into this build that the vines kind of don't know what they're doing, which is the ideal situation, because when vines completely take over a building, that's not ideal, aesthetically speaking. Really need some more iron at some point as well, so probably going to have to do what I did in my single-player series and go caving, or even do some insta-mining. A couple of people have asked me if I can do a Q&A episode, because I answer a lot of questions on my streams and stuff, but not everybody can make it to those and get their questions answered live. So if you guys want to leave some questions for me in the comments of today's episode, I reckon either the next episode I do from Freehaven or the next episode from the Nameless Ruin. I'm not sure which yet, because I'm not sure what I've got planned for Friday's episode. Wow, it's the the three horsemen of the apocalypse, and the creeper, I guess, is probably death. So yeah, I'll try and get a Q&A episode done in the next couple of episodes. So if you want to leave some questions for me on this one, and maybe I could even ask for questions in Friday's episode as well and do next Monday's episode from the Nameless Ruin as a Q&A episode. How about that? Because I'm probably going to be doing a lot of fairly menial work around here. It's just going to be a lot of block placing and digging and that kind of stuff for the Drowned Abbey. So I reckon, yeah, that would be a good opportunity for you guys to get some questions in. If you have something you want to ask me in the comments, fire away, and I will do my best to answer at least the frequently asked ones. Preferably nothing too personal, because I like to kind of keep an open frame of mind when it comes to answering questions. But yeah, there are some questions that are just not quite appropriate. So keep it classy in the comments. That's all I ask you to do, is keep it classy. So yeah, anyway, I've got a couple of things to chat about. The first of which is that we have a new member on the server. Some of you guys may have seen a fella called Nobodies leaving a few messages in the comments section. He's also a member of my Patreon server, and recently has been doing a lot of streaming, a lot of really cool streams from his own server and from my Patreon server, and doing a lot of really cool content creation. And so we as a group have decided to invite him to Decidedly Vanilla. And I know I've said in the past that we weren't looking for new members, but sometimes new members just kind of find us, and this server is an invite-only server. At least the Decidedly Vanilla side of things is. Cherry Patch have a slightly different way of recruiting new members, which is more like a kind of, become an active member of the community, and then I think they have like a PvP tournament, and people kind of participate in that, and they kind of see how things go. People can like vote to win for or is it like, it's like fight to win or something like that, I think. So they have a PvP tournament, and anyone who's advocating for a certain member to join, if they win, then they get to pick that person basically, or something like that. I think it's like they have like a PvP or a UHC or something like that, and then whoever wins gets to pick a new member. I think that's how it works. I haven't really looked into how Cherry Patch get new people. But yeah, anyway, Nobodies has joined Decidedly Vanilla officially. I can say that for certain, because he's moved into the pumpkin above my house, although I'm fairly certain that's a temporary home for him in Freehaven. He'll probably be building his own place somewhere around there, and then maybe even looking for a base. But yeah, just so you guys know, he's going to be collaborating with me on a couple of videos, hopefully. I haven't really talked to him about that yet, so this is probably the first he's heard of it. He's going to be in the comments section going, what? But yeah, we're going to be doing some stuff together on the server, hopefully. I might even rope him into my next wallpaper project, because, as you guys know, that takes quite a lot of effort to produce all of those maps that I've got hanging up in my house right now. Thank you so much for the support on the tutorial for that came out on Sunday. I was so happy with the response to that video. Loads of people were saying, wow, this is amazing, and I'm really glad that you appreciate the effort that went into it, because I did a lot of work. That's kind of why my Decidedly Vanilla videos have been a little bit more disorganized up until the Halloween thing where I started the storyline. Like, there's a lot of videos where I just kind of work on a single project and I'm placing blocks and I'm rambling about what I'm doing. It's because I was putting so much effort into doing stuff off camera. I've been working on that for about a month and a half, so finally getting that out of the way is going to free me up to do a lot more interesting stuff on the server outside of that, which I'm very, very happy with. So yeah, that's a couple of points of business out of the way. The second thing, I guess I don't know. I'm not sure what point I'm even on right now, but anyway, one of the other things I wanted to talk about is that I'm adding some new games to this channel. I play a lot of Minecraft right now, which is always going to be what this channel has as its main focus, I think, because I cannot get enough of Minecraft. I think it's one of the best games I've ever played. It's so creative, and it's got such a fantastic community around it that I think it will always have an audience on this channel, so Minecraft is still going to be my focus. However, there have been a couple of games that I've wanted to play for a while, and one of my other patrons kindly bought me a couple of the games that were on my Steam wish list, which I cannot thank him enough for that. That was absolutely fantastic of him, and will mean that you guys get to watch some more great content on this channel. The one I'm probably the most excited about is Terraria, which is a game that I know a few people in the comments have requested that I play, because in a way it's kind of similar to Minecraft. It's got an open world exploration kind of feel, but it's a 2D side-scrolling thing. There's crafting involved. Apparently it's a little bit harder than Minecraft in some aspects. There's like bosses and things, and it's just had an update fairly recently, which a few people on YouTube have been making videos from. I have not seen a huge amount of Terraria at all. I have seen a couple of people playing when they kind of knew what they were doing already, so they weren't really talking about or explaining exactly what they did. So when it comes to the basics of Terraria, I'm completely in the dark, and I'm going to start recording that today. And I'm pretty much going to play it completely blind for the first few episodes, and then if I get completely out of my depth at any point, I'm going to go to the wiki and I'm going to do a ton of research and hopefully come back with a little bit more direction. But I'm excited to see what I can do in that game. There's a couple of things I've seen that people have built that seem really cool, and it's going to be very strange working in 2D space instead of 3D space, so I'm looking forward to seeing what possibilities Terraria has. The other game I'm going to start playing is Bastion, which is another game I've wanted to play for absolutely ages, and I wanted to play it when I got the Xbox, but then I I didn't have the money to buy it from the Xbox Game Store at the time. So now I have it on Steam, I can play it on the PC, which means I can record it for you guys. And even if you've seen Bastion before, hopefully I'll be able to bring some new and interesting commentary to it. Because I actually really like watching people play games that I've seen before if I like the person doing the commentary, and hopefully a few of you guys like me. So I'm pretty keen on doing Bastion for the channel and sharing that with you guys. I hope you'll have a good time watching that series. So I'm going to rework my channel schedule a little bit. I'm going to keep doing 2 episodes from Decidedly Vanilla right now because that seems like a very popular series. It seems like the kind of thing you guys get into. I'm going to keep doing tutorials on Sundays, but I think Thursday will probably be given over to either Terraria or Bastion. And I'm not sure if I'm going to bring out the other episodes on Tuesday or on Saturday. Because right now Tuesday has Decidedly Neapolitan, which is the modded Minecraft series, which I know a few people are into, but is not the most popular series on the channel. Definitely going to keep doing it, but I would like to release something else on that day as well, possibly. But Saturday is the day I don't have anything scheduled, because it's usually when I live stream if I can. So hopefully I'll be able to either bring out a video on that day, or we'll just dedicate Saturdays to live streaming, and either Terraria or Bastion will come out Tuesday. I think it's probably going to be Terraria on Thursdays, and then Bastion on oh, hello, falling down a hole now, and then Bastion on whichever other day I pick. But I kind of wanted to know what you guys do in terms of a YouTube schedule, because I always thought that the weekend would be a much better time for people to watch videos, because you don't have school to worry about. You can pretty much spend all day watching videos if you don't have anything else planned, you know. And it surprises me that videos uploaded on the weekend don't get like a ton more views than videos uploaded during the week. Is it just because you guys are catching up, or do you watch videos kind of like evenly throughout the week? Is there a specific day that you're more likely to focus on watching YouTube content? That's what I want to know, because yeah, I've never really seen like a specific peak here and there, but it surprises me that weekend videos don't get more attention if they've just been uploaded on Saturday or something. I would really expect them to get more attention than they do. Anyway, I have like nearly 4 full stacks of vines from that swamp now, and I think that swamp is probably going to be the best place to farm some vines, because I will go through these things really, really quickly, especially once I get crafting some mossy stone brick, because that is probably one of my favourite blocks for building stuff like this, and I think moss is going to be pretty integral to the building of the drowned abbey down here, because it's all going to have been underwater for ages. So the idea is that it's all kind of overgrown with sea life, I guess, with like kelp and that kind of thing, and seaweed, and it's all going to be down there. And I'm kind of wondering what else we have as an option for redecorating the ocean floor. Minecraft does not have a great deal of variety, at least vanilla Minecraft doesn't. I've seen some fantastic oceans in modded, and in fact the Decidedly Neapolitan series has all the kind of coral and stuff at the bottom of the ocean that I really wish it was possible to do something about in vanilla. So I'm going to see if I can put together some interesting little formations of stuff down there. Maybe raid an ocean monument and get some prismarine and some sponge and stuff like that, just to decorate the ocean floor a little better, because from up here I'm using the Lively Default texture pack. A lot of people ask me that in the comments. And it's Lively Default with the water a little bit modified, so it's slightly darker, closer to the colour of regular vanilla Minecraft water, but it is very, very transparent. The opacity is pretty low compared to standard Minecraft water. When you jump in, you actually see a lot more, as well as seeing quite a bit more from the surface. So I kind of want to make the surrounding area a little bit more interesting, so when I look at it in my videos I can kind of go, wow, okay, that's a pretty nice looking ocean floor. So, suggestions in the comments for how I can decorate the ocean floor would be really, really appreciated. You can't grow a great deal of foliage down there, and I could do some seaweed and stuff with leaves, but the problem with putting leaves underwater is that happens. You get that kind of water texture around the leaf blocks, which I kind of want to avoid doing. But then other plants and stuff disappear if you place them underwater because of the water flow mechanics that happen in Minecraft. I'm pretty sure you can't place stuff like mushrooms because then they get popped out almost immediately by the water flowing back into place. So it's tricky. It's going to have to be some kind of either transparent or opaque block as opposed to entities and stuff like, I guess, mushrooms and things like that count as entities. So, interested to see what you guys think. Let me know what you reckon, and I'll have a crack at a couple of ideas myself and we'll see how successful they are. I think maybe the thing is with the transparent blocks like glass, that still happens, although they fixed that in 1.9, the water flow around blocks. They have actually fixed that. And yeah, it just looks a little bit wrong because it would have to render the water inside the leaf block as well, and it can't really do that. So anyway, I'm going to start laying out the foundation for this building and digging away at some of this stuff. Leave your questions for me in the comments and I will try and get them answered in next week's episode from the Nameless Ruin. And I'm really, really excited to get this new schedule on the go. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think of the new content. I think that's going to be it for today's episode. It's not really been an action-packed one, but yeah, hopefully in the next few episodes we will have some stuff to do, some more stuff to chat about, some collaborative stuff, maybe even some collaborative building, because I know a couple of people asked for that in the comments of a couple of recent episodes. People were saying, why don't we do more collaborative building on the server? And it's because a lot of people do storylines and stuff when they collaborate with other people, or they go collab caving, but we don't do enough collab building together. So I will try and get a little bit of that on the go. I'm going to do a bit of off-camera work here. I'll bring you back for a quick progress update, and then we'll probably finish up the episode after that. See you guys in a minute. Well, look at this, folks. A full inventory of rocks, and I have barely made a dent, or at least it feels like it, although I think I've kind of got a decent idea of the surface area I need. So that's maybe going to widen out by a couple of blocks each way, and then the top part is going to be a little bit bigger as well. Like the arms are kind of coming out there. If you look at regular kind of Christian churches especially, they all have a kind of cross shape if you look at them from above, with a few exceptions. Obviously there are definitely a few exceptions, especially in Europe where things have a slightly different shape. But yeah, all of the churches I'm familiar with at least have a kind of a loose cross-shaped design to them. It's symbolic, obviously. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for with this, but it will be broken up a little bit because for a start, it's at the Nameless Ruin anyway. Secondly, it has fallen into the sea at some point in its history, and I think it's going to look pretty good once we get it figured out. But this is going to be probably a few episodes worth of work from the ruin, so as I was saying, submit your questions in the comments and I will try and get a bunch of them answered whilst we work on this. I might also bring a beacon over here just to get myself a little bit faster working through most of this. It's difficult though because there's a layer of gravel but then it's all stone underneath, so I'm kind of constantly switching between tools trying to get all of that figured out. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate you guys commenting on these episodes and saying that you enjoy the action from Decidedly Vanilla. My name has been Pixlriffs. Please leave a like on this episode if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now. For a while now I've been toying with the idea of creating wallpaper in Minecraft. I knew it was possible, just had to figure out the best way to implement it, and as you can see behind me, this set of orange wall blocks is attractively wallpapered with a very, very simple design, which I'm going to show you how to create today.